So, it's come down to this. And guess what? For the second week in a row, I was correct on who would win this game. But fuck. So, Packers went to FedEx Field to play Washington Commanders. Had some trouble, Seemed like last year, a little trouble on the offense, good defense in red zones. It was, okay. Then somehow we ended up losing 21-23. When at halftime we had the lead. What the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck, guys? Again, at least we put up somewhat of a fight, unlike the Buccaneers. But then again, the Buccaneers, they had their own problems. We had ours. Like, the Buccaneers just lost to the Panthers 21-3 because of no offensive line. But yeah, we lost a winnable game where obviously I knew it was going to be close, but I picked the Commanders to win, but I wanted to be proven wrong by Rogers and company. But before we get into the rant, let's start off with the good stuff. Let's start off with, first start. Packers had a first touchdown. They finally were able to get a touchdown perfectly okay. They used the run a bit more, which is good, and they readjusted the O-line a bit last night, just to make sure everything looks good because Newman was out, and then they decided to put in Zach Tom and all that. Move Elgin Jenkins to left guard. Look pretty good so far. Okay, they were doing what they can, and even later on in the game, there was like a little bit later, around say the second quarter, Devondre Campbell, Soup himself, was able to get a gorgeous pick six. Very happy for him. I'm glad he got it. Dude, congratulations. You earned it. Aaron Jones had a good day for the most part, other than what his team gave him. And Pat O'Donnell being Pat O'Donnell, which is good too. I mean, he's a great acquisition from the Bears, so I'm glad we have him on the team. But now, let's start talking about the best. Firstly, Amari Rodgers should no longer return fucking punts. No longer. That should be the next commandment. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not come with thy neighbor's wife. Amari Rodgers shall not return punts. Why? Because he decided to fumble one punt in the first half, and the second half, when he decided to go, move away, the ball was able to land on the freaking one. The one of the Packers. With Keyshawn Nixon, hadn't really had a problem. He was a beast either way. He hadn't had a problem returning punts. Because obviously Cobb was out with an injury, so what else? Why would you put Amari Rodgers back in? No. You took him out, you put Nixon in, and then all of a sudden you put Amari back. Why? That's fucking stupid. You've seen him fumbling. That should have been automatic. Do not use again. Put him as a gunner or something. Put him on the offense. Do something. Second, most importantly, there have been so many fucking penalties on us. So many. I lost count. What do we get? Like 20 penalties, I'd say? I don't know, but I lost count. Some of them cost us key plays. For example, Rasul Douglas had a lot of problems, but this week he was able to try to show, and he tried to kick ass. He almost got 3 interceptions. 3! Almost interceptions. And a fumble that could have been returned for a touchdown. But what happens? Either we screwed up, or in the case of the fumble that was returned to that should have been returned for a touchdown, that probably could have kept us in the lead. Oh no, the refs decided to screw us over and say, oh, the Stokes was holding on Gibson. No, Gibson was holding on Stokes. Do you not see that? That challenge flag should have been out there instead of, oh, did this one guy fumble the ball? Like, the first quarter, 1-on-1 the game took so long because either the flags or LaFleur threw 2 challenge flags in the beginning. That's why it took so long. Third, Rodgers made so many bad throws. Again, this is our MVP, folks. One of those throws was meant for Romeo Doubs, a rookie who was wide open, had a clean pocket. And what does Rodgers do? He decided to throw low to his shoes. And then after the play and having to go out, he goes up and screams at Romeo. When really, Rodgers was one who was a dumbass who decided not to fucking throw higher. Aim for the number, not the shoes. Do you think his shoes are the fucking wide receiver? Good Lord. Wide receivers need to catch, yes, but Rodgers needs to make better fucking throws because he made so many ugly, ugly, ugly throws. That's not even funny. Four, we started losing traction again in the second half. Our defense got tired, couldn't do the pass rush, so we kept playing safe zone, apparently. Our run game couldn't hold up, our O-line couldn't hold up because they were getting exhausted. Rodgers was making obnoxious throws and probably screaming at everybody again like a fucking moron he is. 5, or what else? This, 5D, or 4D. Can't even fucking think, that's how pissed off I am. Special teams making so many bad plays. It's not even funny. And 5, run defense couldn't do anything. We let Robinson, we let Samuel run all over us. Especially Samuel. We let Curtis Samuel run all over us. Scary Terry was able to run all over us. Gibson ran over us too. Painful. And Lizard got injured, got back on the field, got injured again. It's questionable return. Gary got injured. So we're piling up on injuries too to make things worse. And guess who we got next week? Sunday Night Football. Away game. Against the Buffalo Bills. Right now, the best team in the AFC. The best. Who was able to hold off their rival, their conference rival Kansas City to a T. And like I said earlier, before, in my other videos, the Bills are going to treat us just like how they treated the Steelers. And we all know the score when the Steelers fought against the Bills. For those who don't know, let's just say it was a complete and utter landslide in favor of the Bills. They will not go easy. They will demolish us easily. I'm already making that pick now. The Bills are going to run all over us. We're going to keep losing. We're going to keep doing the same thing over and 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 over. Can't take it until you can't take it anymore. Blech, can't speak. But, yeah. Because the Packers are driving everybody insane. Sorry, I got trash all over the floor. I'm trying to clean up. But the Packers are doing this definition of insanity right now. They're saying the same things. They're doing the same issues, the same answers, nothing. I will give it this. There was at least a tiny little bit of fight because we were able to just run a little bit more. And Aaron Jones was able to touch more balls. Oh, forgot to mention another bad thing. 2 plays. Ross side hand the ball, tries to block, loses yards. Second quarter, we had negative yardage. Yeah, not fun. But hey, Jones got carries, and he was able to catch stuff, and he got a touchdown. That's great, but that's only a tiny piece to the bigger picture. They need to start thinking about the bigger picture. Start actually making changes instead of being stuck up and playing safe. Because that's why we didn't get OBJ last year. That's why we couldn't make it to the NFC Championship so many times. Make it past the 49ers. That's why we lost to the Buccaneers in 2020. That's why we're not making the playoffs. Because we're playing it safe. We aren't doing anything to be impressive. No matter what. We lost coaches. We lost Devontae. We lost MVS. We lost Darius. We lost Chandon. We lost Equanimous. We gained some and brought back others, but this is just as bad as the pool water and broken barriers at FedEx Field. Now Commanders are now 3-4 and so are we. It's only gonna get worse from here. Packers going Tank Bowl. Big time. And I don't want to be bitter, but how bad it's gonna be, I'm just gonna shitpost and I'm gonna laugh. And see ask what will it take for the Packers to change? What will? Because not only we got the Bills, we got the Eagles in a few weeks. The Eagles. They are number 1 in the NFC and are still undefeated as of right now. That might change in a few weeks, but who knows? To conclude this, guys, the Packers are killing themselves. They're constantly shooting themselves in the foot, waiting to commit seppuku. For nothing. When they had great starts. Even week 1, when we had a bad, horrible game against the Vikings, we were able to come back, beat the Bears, and put away the Patriots. Yes, with a weakened O-line, but we still came in and we won against the Buccaneers. And the Panthers just did that with an even weaker O-line. Rat home. But now, tank bowl time. Let's tank for the number 1 pick, I guess. And I'm sure even then they're going to probably play it safe and make a bad decision. That's probably not going to go anywhere. But until next time, guys, it's the Angry Cheesehead saying, let's go to the goddamn tank bowl.